On a clear day at Earth's prestigious military academy, the sun gleamed off the polished surfaces of the training grounds. Cadets in crisp uniforms moved with purpose, honing their skills under the watchful eye of their instructors. The atmosphere buzzed with energy as the best and brightest prepared to defend their planet. Unbeknownst to them, an extraordinary event was about to unfold, an event that would change the way they viewed combat forever. Deep in the cosmos, a ship belonging to the Threxa, an alien race known for their incredible combat prowess, approached Earth. The Threxa had been observing humanity from afar, intrigued by their progress and eager to understand what made them tick. Among the crew was Commander Zaxxer, a seasoned soldier with a reputation for being unshakable. He was curious about human combat techniques and agreed to a visit to the academy, albeit with some trepidation. Upon arrival, Zaxxer stepped onto the training grounds, his tall, muscular frame and shimmering blue skin drawing immediate attention from the cadets. Whispers spread like wildfire. Who was this alien and why was he here? The commanding officer, Colonel Harris, approached Zaxxer, extending a warm greeting. "Welcome to Earth's military academy, Commander Zaxxer. We're honored to have you here." Zaxxer nodded, scanning the surroundings with a mix of curiosity and skepticism. The humans had impressive technology, but he wanted to see their combat skills firsthand. The colonel arranged for a demonstration, and the cadets lined up, eager to impress their alien guest. As the first pair of cadets stepped forward, Zaxxer watched intently. The combatants circled each other, adopting stances he recognized from his own training. But what he witnessed next took him by surprise. The humans fought with a blend of creativity and adaptability that he hadn't anticipated. They used their surroundings, leveraging each other's strengths while compensating for weaknesses. Zaxxer's heart raced as he observed their swift movements and unyielding spirit. One cadet, Sarah, executed a flawless maneuver, using her opponent's momentum to flip him onto the ground. The crowd erupted in cheers, and Zaxxer found himself caught up in the excitement. He had come expecting a mere demonstration, but was now witnessing raw talent and determination. Intrigued and impressed, Zaxxer approached the cadets after the demonstration. "You have remarkable skills," he said, his voice resonating with a melodic quality. "I would like to challenge one of you to a duel. Let's see how you fare against an alien warrior." The cadets exchanged nervous glances, uncertainty mixing with adrenaline. Colonel Harris stepped forward. Who will accept the challenge? After a moment's hesitation, a cadet named Marcus raised his hand. "I'll do it," he declared, his voice steady despite the unease in his stomach. The other cadets cheered him on, their excitement infectious. As the two combatants prepared for their duel, Zaxxer felt a sense of anticipation. This was not merely a test of strength, it was an opportunity for both sides to learn. The training ground fell silent as they took their positions, ready to face each other. The duel began, and Zaxxer was astounded by Marcus's strategy. He relied on unpredictability, using feints and rapid footwork to keep Zaxxer off balance. The alien commander was impressed by the cadet's agility and determination. However, Zaxxer was no ordinary warrior. He responded with calculated precision, his movements fluid and powerful. The fight intensified, each combatant showcasing their unique strengths. Marcus relied on speed and cunning, while Zaxxer displayed raw power and experience. The crowd watched in awe as the battle unfolded. Zaxxer quickly realized that he was not merely fighting a human. He was engaged in a contest of wills, where creativity and resilience reigned supreme. As the duel reached its climax, Marcus executed a daring maneuver, attempting to disarm Zaxxer. The alien's reflexes kicked in, and he countered with a swift motion, pinning Marcus down. In that moment, the crowd held its breath, anticipating the outcome. Zaxxer's grip on Marcus was firm, but not punishing. He looked down at the young cadet, who was panting heavily but still radiated determination. "You have fought well," Zaxxer said, a newfound respect in his voice. "But remember, combat is not just about strength. It's about the will to adapt and learn." With a sudden shift, Zaxxer released Marcus and stepped back, allowing the cadet to regain his footing. The crowd erupted in applause, not just for Marcus's bravery, but for the unexpected camaraderie that had formed in the heat of battle. Zaxxor extended a hand to Marcus, who took it with a look of disbelief. "You fought with heart," the alien soldier said, his eyes reflecting admiration. As the dust settled, Zaxxor realized he had not just come to observe. He had learned something invaluable about humanity. Their ability to adapt, innovate, and overcome challenges was a trait that resonated deeply with him. He shared stories of his own people, their struggles and victories, and the cadets listened intently, captivated by the tales of an alien warrior. The day continued with various training exercises, and Zaxxor participated with enthusiasm. He taught the cadets some Threxa combat techniques, emphasizing the importance of teamwork and understanding one's environment. In turn, the cadets showed him the intricacies of human strategy, how they relied on intelligence and creativity to overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. Throughout the day, Zaxxor's fear transformed into admiration. He saw the strength in unity, the power of shared knowledge, and the potential for collaboration between their two species. The alien soldier realized that humans were not just a species to be studied. They were allies in the making. The following day, Zaxxor and Colonel Harris met to discuss the possibility of a partnership between the Threxa and humanity. The colonel expressed his enthusiasm for collaboration, explaining how both species could benefit from shared knowledge and technology. "Together, we can strengthen our defenses and learn from one another," he proposed. Zaxxor nodded, his mind racing with possibilities. He had witnessed the spirit of humanity firsthand, and it inspired him. "We must create a training program," he suggested, "one that combines our strengths and teaches us both to adapt and innovate in the face of adversity." With shared vision, they worked on the framework for this new alliance. The proposal included joint training exercises, cultural exchanges, and collaborative research projects aimed at understanding each other better. The cadets eagerly embraced the idea, excited about the opportunity to learn from their alien counterparts. As word of the alliance spread, excitement rippled through the academy. Cadets began preparing for joint exercises, ready to showcase their skills while learning from Zaxxor and the Threxa warriors. The atmosphere buzzed with anticipation, and the humans felt a renewed sense of purpose. On the day of the first joint exercise, Zaxxor stood at the forefront, surrounded by both Threxa and human soldiers. The training ground was transformed into a vibrant hub of activity, with cadets collaborating in ways they had never imagined. They strategized together, combining human ingenuity with Threxa combat techniques. As the day progressed, Zaxxor witnessed the power of cooperation. Humans and Threxa soldiers adapted to one another's styles, learning to anticipate each other's moves. They faced simulated threats, employing creativity and teamwork to navigate challenges that once seemed insurmountable. Just as the training was in full swing, an unexpected alarm sounded. An emergency communication came through from the Academy's command center, warning of an approaching alien vessel, one that was hostile and intent on attacking Earth. The cadets fell silent, fear replacing the excitement that had filled the air. Zaxxor quickly assessed the situation, his military instincts kicking in. "We need to act fast," he commanded, his voice steady despite the urgency. "Prepare for a defensive formation." The cadets sprang into action, their training kicking in as they coordinated with the Threxa soldiers. Zaxxor led them, combining human strategies with Threxa tactics. They set up defenses around the academy, preparing for the impending attack. As the enemy ship loomed closer, the atmosphere turned tense. The cadets could feel the weight of their responsibility, the stakes higher than ever. Zaxxor reassured them, emphasizing the importance of unity in the face of danger. "Together, we are stronger," he reminded them. The enemy ship descended, its sleek design contrasting sharply with the Academy's architecture. Zaxxor's heart raced as he prepared to defend his newfound allies. The humans were ready, standing side by side with the Threxa warriors, determined to protect their home. As the battle commenced, the cadets fought with unparalleled bravery. They utilized everything they had learned, adapting to the enemy's tactics and showcasing the incredible resilience of humanity. Zaxxor marveled at their creativity under pressure, finding inspiration in their unwavering spirit. The clash escalated with lasers and energy blasts illuminating the battlefield. Zaxxor fought alongside Marcus, who had grown immensely since their duel. Together, they moved in perfect synchronization, anticipating each other's actions as if they could read one another's minds. The air crackled with tension as the sounds of war reverberated across the training grounds, and the once vibrant scene of camaraderie transformed into a fierce arena of survival. Each blast from the enemy ship lit up the sky, a vivid reminder of the threat that loomed over them. Zaxxor's heart raced, but he felt a surge of pride as he witnessed the determination of the cadets. They had transformed from students into warriors, ready to defend their home. Marcus, in particular, stood out, his movements fluid and precise. He shouted commands, rallying his fellow cadets to execute a series of maneuvers they had practiced tirelessly. "Spread out. Create a defensive perimeter," Marcus yelled, his voice cutting through the chaos. The cadets responded immediately, coordinating their positions while Zaxxor provided cover, deflecting incoming fire with a combination of Threxa energy shields and strategic counterattacks. Just when it seemed they were gaining the upper hand, the enemy unleashed a powerful weapon, aimed directly at the Academy. It was a colossal energy beam, glowing ominously as it descended from the alien ship like a vengeful comet. Panic rippled through the ranks, and the cadets froze for a brief moment, fear gripping their hearts. They could see the beam approaching, its destructive potential evident. "Zaxxor, we have to stop it," Marcus shouted, urgency flooding his voice. Zaxxor's mind raced, calculating their options. He glanced at the cadets, their expressions a mix of determination and fear. They couldn't let this weapon strike their academy. They had to act, and they had to act fast. "Form a shield," Zaxxor commanded, a plan rapidly taking shape in his mind. The cadets moved as one, gathering to create a human and Threxa alliance. They placed their energy shields in front, ready to combine their defenses into a unified front. The Threxa soldiers joined forces with the cadets, their technology enhancing the human shields. Zaxxor positioned himself at the center, a symbol of unity. As the beam hurtled toward them, Zaxxor felt a sense of calm wash over him. They would face this challenge together. "Now," he shouted as they activated their shields in unison. A brilliant burst of energy erupted from their combined efforts, creating a dazzling barrier that clashed with the incoming beam. The impact reverberated through the air, a shockwave that sent cadets staggering. Zaxxor gritted his teeth, focusing every ounce of energy into the shield. The brilliance of the two energies collided, forming a spectacle of light that lit up the sky. For a moment, it seemed as though time stood still as the opposing forces battled for supremacy. Gradually, the combined shield began to push back against the enemy's weapon. Zaxxor felt a surge of determination radiating from Marcus and the other cadets, a shared resolve that fueled their efforts. They wouldn't back down. They would protect their home and each other. With a final push, the shield surged forward, breaking through the enemy's energy beam with a spectacular explosion of light. The enemy weapon dissipated, and the shockwave pushed back against the attacking ship, causing it to reel and lose its aim. Zaxxor couldn't help but smile as he turned to Marcus, pride swelling in his chest. They had done it. But the battle was far from over. Seeing their weapon fail, the enemy ship unleashed a volley of smaller drones, swarming toward the academy with laser weapons primed. The cadets regrouped, rallying together to face this new threat. "We can't let them breach the defenses," Marcus shouted, a fire igniting within him. Zaxxor nodded. The camaraderie he had felt during training now transformed into a fierce bond forged in the heat of battle. "Let's show them what humanity and Threxa can accomplish together." With renewed vigor, the humans and Threxa warriors sprang into action. Zaxxor led the charge, his presence commanding attention as he guided the cadets with swift movements and precise commands. "Focus fire on the drones. Work together." His voice cut through the chaos, an anchor amidst the storm of laser blasts and explosions. The air thickened with the scent of ozone and burning metal as the first wave of drones approached, a swarm of metallic insects with their glowing red sensors focused on the academy. Marcus quickly organized teams, pairing experienced cadets with Threxa warriors. They utilized the knowledge they had gained from one another, combining human ingenuity with alien technology. As they faced the incoming swarm, the sounds of warfare intensified, a cacophony that echoed across the training grounds. "Let's show them what humanity and Threxa can accomplish together," Marcus shouted, his voice charged with adrenaline. Zaxxor felt the exhilaration of battle wash over him as they fought side by side. With a fierce determination in their hearts, they unleashed a barrage of fire upon the enemy drones, each blast illuminating the battlefield like fireworks in the night sky. Zaxxor and Marcus moved as one, their synergy evident as they dodged enemy fire and counterattacked. They displayed a fluidity that came from their training and the bond they had forged in the heat of battle. The cadets, inspired by their example, began to coordinate their efforts seamlessly. Zaxxor was in awe as they executed maneuvers he had once thought impossible. Each successful hit ignited a wave of confidence among the cadets. They were no longer just students. They were warriors fighting for their planet. As the battle raged on, Zaxxor marveled at how far the cadets had come. They fought with creativity, adapting their strategies in real time to counter the drone's movements. "Remember our training," Zaxxor shouted, urging them to trust their instincts. "Use the terrain to your advantage." Amidst the chaos, a drone targeted a group of cadets who were pinned down. Zaxxor's eyes widened as he realized the imminent danger. Without a second thought, Marcus shouted, "Cover me!" He dashed forward, drawing the enemy's fire while the others regrouped. Zaxxor felt a surge of admiration for the young warrior. Marcus had truly become a leader, embodying the spirit of resilience that humanity was known for. "Now," Zaxxor commanded as he unleashed a wave of energy from his weapon, striking the drone and diverting its attention away from Marcus. The moment was tense, but the bond between them made it clear they would protect each other at all costs. Together, they took down the drone, and as it exploded in a shower of sparks, the nearby cadets cheered, their fear transforming into courage. Just as the cadets began to gain the upper hand, Zaxxor noticed the enemy ship making a tactical retreat. The commanding officer had recognized that their assault was failing. As the drones fell, the ship turned to flee, its engines roaring to life. Zaxxor felt a mix of emotions, relief for the victory, but disappointment that they hadn't captured their adversaries. "Let them go," Zaxxor said, catching Marcus's eye. "We have proven ourselves today. We've shown that we can stand together against any threat." He realized that the true victory lay not just in defeating the enemy, but in the bonds forged in the heat of battle. As the dust settled, cheers erupted from the cadets. They had fought valiantly, their spirits unbroken, and their bonds strengthened in the face of adversity. Zaxxor joined in their celebration, his heart swelling with pride for the humans and their incredible tenacity. He witnessed Marcus embracing his fellow cadets, their laughter mingling with the shouts of victory, a stark contrast to the chaos that had just unfolded. In the days that followed, the alliance between Threxa and humanity blossomed. They conducted joint training sessions, each side teaching the other the nuances of their combat styles. Zaxxor shared Threxa tactics, while Marcus and his friends demonstrated human resourcefulness and adaptability. The atmosphere was electric, filled with laughter and camaraderie. The once divided training ground transformed into a melting pot of cultures, blending strategies and ideas into a new united force. Zaxxor and Marcus became close friends, united by the experiences they had shared on the battlefield. They often trained together, challenging each other to push their limits. "You've improved so much since we first fought," Zaxxor complimented one day, grinning as Marcus executed a flawless maneuver. Marcus smiled back, his eyes sparkling with determination. "Thanks, but I wouldn't be here without you. You showed me what it means to fight for something greater." Their conversations often delved deeper, exploring their cultures, dreams, and aspirations. They learned about each other's histories, building a bridge of understanding that transcended their differences. As they stood together on the training ground, overlooking the vibrant academy, Zaxxor knew that this was just the beginning. They had forged an unbreakable bond, a partnership built on mutual respect, understanding, and shared experiences. Together, they would face whatever challenges the universe threw at them, ready to protect their worlds. One evening, Under a starlit sky, Zaxxor and Marcus sat atop a hill overlooking the academy, reflecting on their journey. "You know," Zaxxor said, gazing up at the stars, "I never thought I would find friends among humans, but you all have shown me the strength of your spirit. It's inspiring." Marcus nodded thoughtfully. "And you've shown us the power of unity. We're not just different species anymore. We're allies, friends. Together, we're stronger." Their voices faded into a comfortable silence, the bond they had forged now unshakable. And thus, a new chapter began, not just for the Academy, but for both species. United in their differences, they prepared to take on whatever the cosmos had in store, embodying the very essence of humanity and Threxa: resilience, creativity, and an unwavering spirit of collaboration. The future was bright, filled with endless possibilities, and together they were ready to face it all. Years passed since the fateful battle that had united the Academy and forged an unbreakable bond between humanity and the Threxa. The world had changed, not just in the wake of their alliance, but in the way both species viewed each other. The once formidable divide that separated them had diminished, replaced by a shared purpose and a commitment to protect their worlds. At the heart of this transformation was the Earth-Threxa Academy, now renowned as a hub of interspecies cooperation and innovation. The sprawling campus buzzed with activity as cadets trained together, blending techniques from both civilizations to create a unique combat style that embodied the strengths of each. Zaxxor often watched the training sessions with pride, recalling the early days when they had struggled to understand one another. Marcus, now a seasoned instructor, stood at the forefront of this initiative. His leadership inspired countless cadets, instilling in them the values of teamwork and unity. Each day, he shared stories of their past battles, emphasizing the lessons learned from the courage and resilience of their newfound allies. "We are stronger together," he would say, his voice resonating with conviction. "Our differences are our greatest strengths." One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue over the Academy, Zaxxor and Marcus found themselves atop the same hill where they had once shared their dreams. The stars began to twinkle overhead, a reminder of the vast universe that lay beyond their home. "Look how far we've come," Zaxxor remarked, a sense of fulfillment washing over him. "I never imagined our worlds could intertwine like this." Marcus nodded, a smile playing on his lips. "And to think it all started with a battle. Now we're preparing to explore the cosmos together." Their conversations often turned to the future, envisioning missions that would take them beyond the stars. As they gazed at the night sky, a fleet of ships emerged from the atmosphere, shimmering like silver streaks against the backdrop of darkness. The vessels belonged to the newly formed Galactic Alliance, a coalition of species that had emerged from the ashes of conflict, striving for peace and collaboration among the stars. "It's happening," Marcus said, excitement bubbling in his voice. "We're ready for the next step." Zaxxor felt a rush of anticipation. "With our combined forces, we can achieve anything. Together, we will protect our worlds and help others who need it." The vision of a brighter future filled their hearts with hope, a testament to the strength of their partnership. As the ships landed, representatives from various species disembarked, their faces filled with determination and a shared goal. Zaxxor and Marcus stepped forward to greet them, ready to forge new alliances and tackle challenges that lay ahead. The camaraderie that had blossomed at the Academy now extended across the galaxy, a beacon of hope in a universe often fraught with turmoil. The stars beckoned, a reminder that their journey was just beginning. The bonds they had formed would guide them through the unknown, their collective strength illuminating the path ahead. United by a common purpose, they were prepared to face whatever challenges awaited them in the vast expanse of space. And so, as the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, Zaxxor and Marcus stood shoulder to shoulder, ready to embark on new adventures, knowing that together they could conquer the stars.